What's going on, everyone? Hopping into an Eliminator today. Gonna be drafting probably Justin Jefferson here, looks like. We'll get this first pick in, and we'll talk about what the plan is today. But yeah, I think JJ will be my first pick here. If not, I'll take Hill. Yeah, I'll take JJ. No problem with that on my Eliminator teams. Little week 16 or week 6 bye. Always good. Let me pull up my Eliminator guide here. And then... All right, good deal. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate the little bit of patience as well. I was going to do a Bulldog draft, $75 single entry, but unfortunately it was like taking a long time to fill. There was like 9 spots open, and then everyone just like left the draft because no one wanted to wait, I guess. So yeah, we were supposed to do that, but that's okay. No big deal at all. But yeah, welcome to Finding Value Fantasy, everyone. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and we're here playing for picks episode 2, my Eliminator series that I'm gonna be diving into. Gonna definitely get some friends on to do that, and yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We're gonna keep this train rolling. We're in almost to August, so we're like 1 week, almost 1 month away from the season starting. So it's absolutely insane, and this is where we got to kind of ramp up our speed a little bit, try to get more drafts in. And you're going to see a lot of Eliminator in that sense, just because it's a contest I think has a very nice edge, and I think that hopefully I can find the exploit or play the right way in it where I can be successful. So I'm really excited for that, and not only that, it really helps like if you do good in the Eliminator or weekly winners type contest. And I'm going to jump into some weekly winners too, maybe not on stream, but I will be doing some of those. If you guys are interested, let me know. But definitely going to be doing a lot of this, and I think it could be fun. Like maybe by week 10, you could have a lot of teams left, and you're just getting like some entry fees back every week, and you can kind of supplement that into your overall performance throughout the season, or just like throw that into Battle Royale or something. And then obviously in like December is when you get your big. Some people, depending on your portfolio and how many teams you did, you can get a lot of entry fees back right away from that. So. From that little week 14 advancements. So yeah, I was excited. I really wanted to do the Bulldog on stream, but it's like 40% filled. So I think I have time. So I might just like do like an impromptu like stream sometime soon whenever I can get that filled. And I'll just do it then. But right now I'll just do Eliminator because I've been wanting to do that more as well. Unfortunate thing is one just got canceled that I drafted in June. So we got to get that entry back. So we're going to do it right now. So we got JJ to start, and we'll go ahead and take a look here. What do we want to listen to? We'll throw this on. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. 54 out of 100 subs. Appreciate that. I did reach out to some content creators like I'd mentioned I would do. Did have one that wanted to come back, but then wanted to come on, but he ended up taking a break. So no worries there. All the best to him. But either way, we're gonna still reach out to some people, try to get some people on, and but I think for now I gotta keep growing on my own and try my best. Obviously, it's a lot easier to grow when you kind of get people on and kind of network that way, and I think that's something I want to do. But I may need to grow a little bit more so I can really put myself out there. Okay, so my rankings got Ayuk. I mean, Ayuk's always a fun pick. I think that's probably where I'm going. We got Waddle was really fun. Week 6, probably not. Don't want to do that. Evans is obviously pretty strong there. I mean, ooh, wow, that's kind of tough to decide. Mike Evans. Mike Evans is fun. One of my favorite players in the league. I'm gonna go Mike Evans on this team. Can't complain there. This is a slow draft, I think. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to show you guys some stuff here. Obviously, you saw the brick caddy there, but I wanted to show you guys a few things. Smith bargain. Devonta Smith. I might get him here. We'll see. I like taking Devonta Smith on these kind of teams as well. Let's go with let's go with that for now. Wide receiver 2 this year. Dude, that's fine with me. I love Devonta Smith. I'm trying to get a lot of him. I have a lot of I don't know how much I have, honestly, but I do plan on getting more shares of Devonta Smith. Maybe he'll fall to me if we're lucky. Probably not, but I do love Devonta Smith. I'm a fan. Been taking more AJ Brown and getting AJ Brown and Hurts in the 4th round feels really good. I've been enjoying those combos. All right. So Smitty went. Fun start. Waddle, CMC, Devonta Smith. This is the Eliminator. So I think really the best thing in the Eliminator, in my opinion, is like don't lose at receiver. Like breaking news, finding value fantasy. Devonta Smith, wide receiver 2. I don't know. It's like one of these things where it's receiver's so important. It's so weighted to the top of the draft. It's like you just don't want to lose there because that's your easiest way to just get knocked out of this contest. It's like if your receivers suck, like you're really hard having to hit a parlay just to get through your weeks. I like Neighbors here. Week 11 bye kind of throws me off. It's like makes me wish I would have took Ayuk there and then I could have got Neighbors now. So now it's a little bit tough. I mean, Diggs is there, obviously. I mean, I'll go Diggs, I guess. I don't take a ton of him, but I'll take Diggs here. Just like you don't have to follow this, but like I just 100% draft jamming time. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of me, and I'm gonna be either in the drafting streets or you're gonna see a lot of me here. But ideally, we'll do both. So yeah, I'm gonna be jamming eliminators for sure. It's my main thing. Trying to stay away from Houston 3. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think the it's hard to pick one, but I think the volume will be there, so they can all eat every given week, or probably 2 of them are going to eat every week, and then maybe 1 will be left out. So honestly, Diggs is the guy I take the least, but I think just Diggs feels like a good floor guy, so it makes sense for this contest too. But yeah, I think ceiling is undersold in this contest because like a ceiling player could just win you the week and make sure you advance, whereas like floor is just gonna keep you afloat sometimes. So I don't know. I just like really want to avoid taking like 2 week 6 buys right away because then you're like really struggling week 6. So it's like if I took JJ Waddle here, then like week 6 I'm like Diggs is my wide receiver 1, and it's pretty gross. So I kind of want to avoid that. Ardenneau should be all solid fare. Yeah. I like taking shots at all of them. I mean, Dell is my favorite, and then I like Nico, and then probably Diggs after that. But I like all of them. Diggs is my least favorite just because it's kind of fallen off a little bit in terms of efficiency, and he's getting a little older. But definitely not going to disrespect him. I'm gonna still get some shares. I'll show you guys a couple teams. I got a BBM here. Pretty fun team, dude. This is an old team, so. I think this is in May BPM draft, so I don't think this team is like even close to possible anymore to draft. So I ended up getting round 1. I drafted Breece Hall at 8. That's pretty normal. Then I got Ayuk, which is very normal. Then I got Debo at 33, that pretty much does not happen anymore. I got Kelsey and Andrews. Kelsey usually goes around here, so that's pretty normal too. So these 2 are normal. Kirk, you never get a 64 ever again. And then so like Debo and Kirk like unattainable at these prices, so it feels pretty good to get them too. Samir you could have got around then. Keon Coleman still goes a little bit earlier, but around then. And then Jano's at 112 is a little bit of value. Purdy not much value there. So the rest of this is like not crazy value, but just the fact that I was able to get the Purdy, Debo, Ayuk with Breece, like that's pretty low odds of that happening. So pretty fun team. And then I got the double bully tight end, which I don't like doing at all, but pretty fun just to have this in my portfolio this year at BBM. Just imagine if I show up in week 16 with this team with Andrews and Kelsey, even with my receivers still pretty strong. I think it'd be pretty fun, but not a team I like just because I feel like I'm wasting like one of these guys like every week. But I enjoy these kind of teams doing some different stuff. Got a ton of rookies, so obviously you need like 1 or 2 of these guys to hit. But I do have a good core of the San Francisco double with Kirk. So it's honestly a fun team. 2 quarterbacks I feel like are pretty strong. Jane Dales has a ton of upside. So definitely a fan of that team. That's what BBM won. And then I'll show you my Corgi I drafted, which was a $5 single entry. I'll show you that here in a second. All right, there's that. Let's go ahead and throw on. Let's throw on some old school drip. But yeah, appreciate you guys all hanging out on this fine Sunday afternoon. All right, ETM goes. So this is like where I kind of am tempted to take another like a detour. The thing is, like, I like going three quarterback, 2 tight end, or 3 quarterback, 3 tight end on this. And if I don't, then I want to take like 2 solid quarterbacks. So if I want to go quarterback, I can. Looks like Hurts won already at 39. It's the AJ Brown guy. Okay. So I don't really like taking Andrews personally. So I think I'm just going to keep hammering receiver. I'll go Keenan Allen here. I'll go Cooper, Keenan Allen, maybe. I'll give you Cooper, and then I'll take probably take Keenan next. Maybe Hollywood. I mean, I don't take a lot of Hollywood, but I'll take him too. Feels like another floor guy. Obviously, we got Rome down here. It's Deontay Johnson's like guy I definitely want in this kind of on these kind of teams. I think still in this contest, like week 17 correlation still is something to think about. So because like you still need it. I know I can't really tell exactly what the finals is, but I think it's like it may be a 460 person final. I think either way, it's like not a small final. So that just tells me that you need to at least think about week 17 correlation so you can give yourself a little bit of a better shot. So here we can avoid these bye week situations. We're going to take Keenan here. Should be a guy that gets a lot of work early on. And then at that point, like as long as he's just playing, I'm happy. So I like Rome a ton. Probably my favorite person on offense, but I'm not going to nitpick there. So like now I'm at the situation where like, okay, I'm not losing a receiver. Like it's pretty clear I'm not losing a receiver. I'm going to be in the pack or at least in the top of the pack. So like now I can kind of work on like, okay, give me some running back points, give me some quarterback like solid points, give me some tight end points. Whereas like you don't need those quarterback spike weeks. I mean, obviously they can win you the weeks with the tight ends, but I just don't want to be like dead at receiver. Because if you're just dead at receiver, you're going to lose like 9 times out of 10 in this book. Because every week you're gonna have an uphill battle to climb when you're rocking Hollywood Brown as your wide receiver 1. It's rough. Just watched Katie put on a clinic, so we vibing on a Sunday. Yeah, I saw him cooking off the bench, like 25 points or something, 23 points. Pretty sick. Love to see that. Hopefully they take home the gold. They should. Saw Tatum and Halliburton didn't play, surprisingly. Sam Darnold with that JJ. Hey, I'll give you some credit. Darnold's been getting a lot of love. I still think in a contest that's like favored around week 17, he's not a good pick. But I'll give you some credit. He's been getting some love, but that doesn't change my take of like I don't think he's a good pick. But yeah, McCarthy's not looking good, so McCarthy's not doing himself any favors. But yeah, I open it up to like in weekly winners. I think Sammy's actually a good pick in weekly winners because the front weighted production, and then obviously like the upside of him playing the whole season. And then second off, if a contest is closing like very soon, I think he could be a good pick too, because he might be low owned, and then you can maybe take the advantage of that. But my take is still like by the weeks that matter, McCarthy's going to be playing, and then Darnold pretty much does nothing for you. It's the same concept of like I'm going to draft Jacoby Brissett. Obviously, I think McCarthy has a better Darnold has a better chance of being a full year than Brissett, but it's like I kind of view them similarly. Even with Russell Wilson too. Like I think Fields is going to play at some point. So like I don't want to take Russ that much either. So kind of same concept. Obviously, of those 3 bets, I think Darnold's the best. But yeah, I'll give you some credit on that one. Not changing my take completely, but I will give you credit because there's been new information coming out about how McCarthy's not looking good. But I'd be very shocked if by the weeks that matter that like McCarthy's like not in, unless maybe they end up being really good. I just don't see that being the case. Anyways, okay, Rachaad White would be very fun at 69. Definitely going to be trying to take more of him because like it's not looking like any of these running backs on the Bucks are going to do anything, at least right now. And if I get Rachaad White at a massive discount again, like I'm just going to take it. And I like Rachaad White, so okay, he's gone. So that's not an option anymore. Big Sammy. Excuse me. All right. Okay, Hopkins makes the most intuitive sense here. Obviously, we could go like, I mean, Monty makes sense too. I mean, I could just go Hopkins and turn off receiver, but I also like Jason a lot. I'm going to get Montgomery first. I think he's like a pretty eliminator ass pick. So I'm going to go with him. Like, Monty's like the dude, like, if Gibbs is out, he's a smash. And then if he's not, like, rushing touchdown. Like, give me that 10-point floor. Give me that 12 points. So, like, a lot of weeks, like, give me that all day. Okay, what's going on with my music? Weird. There's a love with the wife seems to have a huge workload though. Yeah, I think that's a leak in my game. Like, I was like, I should. I mean, I don't know. I have no reason not to like Rashad White, so I need to start taking him more. So I'm gonna be trying to scoop him up, and I think like objectively, like if he's gonna get a lot of work, 66 is an amazing price for him. So like I would even reach on him if I needed to, but I'd like to take him at ADP or after, ideally. But you know, I could take JSN and stop at receiver pretty comfortably. So yeah, I'm gonna get JSN. I mean, obviously I could have grabbed Hopkins there, but I wanted to get Monty, so I don't think he was gonna come back. So I'm gonna give you JSN. Wide receiver 6. Got a little bit of, so I got some correlation here. Got the Seattle, Chicago correlation, and then we got that's it so far. So not bad. Like this eliminator start. Obviously, we're gonna take like 3 tight ends and 3 quarterbacks probably. So if you're worried about that, don't worry about it at all. All right, so here's my Corgi team. I actually like it a lot. Like this might be my favorite teams I've drafted recently. So 56% full, 75 team final, 75 seat final. So we got Hurts, Baker Mayfield, Najee, Singletary, Javonte, Charbonnet, Rico, and Jamar Jordan. Little play on the Houston number 2. Getting some love out of camp. Got AJ Brown and then Marvin fell to me, which is sick because, excuse me. So that doesn't happen often at all. So I was really happy to get AJ Brown. Marvin was sick combo. Got Tank Dell. Rashi Rice fell, which he's not falling at all. And then Hopkins fell to 80, which was like a dream. So I ended up with Pitts. I had to reach on Pitts. I was hoping a tight end would fall there too, but didn't get that. So I got Pitts, Fant, Yoshi Voss, Jalen McMillan. Josh Downs fell like 17 picks. So a lot of values in here. So I always like that. And then a combo, like I don't think a lot of people are getting the AJ Brown Marvin, which just feels like such an alpha stat. Like AJ Brown Marvin is just a badass like group there. So pretty happy there. And then I have a pretty good running back room. Been trying to get more Singletary as well. I think he's just like and just a floor pick, but like I think he's like got a lot of upside, like a lot of like he's a good value at this price if he plays all year. He's a good value. He's like seems to be the clear workhorse there. So and then Javonte I think has been getting some love lately, but Estime as well. I need to get more Estime before he gets steamed too high, but fun team there. All right. So let's see what kind of running backs we can get. We're approaching the running back sweet spot. Like Jalen Warren a lot. Najee obviously went. So if I get Jalen Warren, that'd be pretty sick. James Conner would be good. Samir White wouldn't be awful. I like Jonathan Brooks. He's not my favorite pick in this format. Mostert is obviously a good pick, I think. Been trying to take more Mostert in this kind of stuff too. Don't really want to take Pollard, but I would. B-Rob, we got Singletary. Okay, so we got a lot of running backs we like here, like a ton. And then quarterback wise, we're looking a little bit sus. Don't mind Watson. I mean, I could do like a Watson, Geno, Baker, or Watson, Geno, Caleb Williams. Like those both don't seem awful. And obviously tight end, we got to figure that out too. But Bowers is always that guy I love taking as well. And pretty much my philosophy right now with eliminators, like avoid these like really tough weeks to advance and give myself a strong team so I can get out of those weeks And then if I can, I mean, I'm not going to fully avoid them because I don't want to fully fade the Ravens, the Commanders, the Texans. Like I'm not fading those teams fully. So I'm just like trying to like limit my exposure on them. And I think doing that will give me a little bit of benefit. I would say like I'm putting myself at risk to like lose a lot of teams early because I'm going to have a lot of early bye weeks. But I think like in the long run, it could work out really well. And obviously, if I like end up doing better than expected through like week 7, I could have a lot of my teams like pretty low on bye weeks. Or if I get through week 10, I could have a lot of my teams with like very low bye weeks remaining. So like I could just be in good positions to advance out of those next weeks. All right, so hopefully we get Mostert here. I feel like he's a kind of tier break here. Bowers would make it. I mean, Bowers might be my favorite pick here, to be fair. I might just go Bowers and just say fudge it. Yeah. Give me Bowers. And then I'm probably going to try to lighten up on the week 10 buys. We got 60% to advance on week 10. So don't want to go too heavy on week 10. All right. And in this format, like I don't feel the need to stack. I mean, I will. I mean, I prefer to do it, but like I don't need to. Like, if I want to take Jordan Love or Dak after ADP or something, I'll do it. Or take Jane Daniels after ADP. Like, I'm not opposed to it. So. All right, so now we gotta load up on some running backs. Like I might just take Singletary here. Like at 100, I don't think that's egregious at all, and I'm not gonna get him at 117 probably. So I may just jump on that just to get a better little bye week situation than to take him at take a week 14 bye here with D-Rob. But because I might be taking Javonte on the way back too. So I'm gonna take a Singletary, even though it's a little bit of a reach. I think he's an awesome pick in this format. I'm gonna grab him, and then check our week 11 buys. Week 11, Cardinals, Panthers, Giants, Bucks. Not a lot of good teams there. Yeah, I noticed week 6 like has 4 bye weeks, but like the bye weeks they have are like these are all teams that have tons of picks in the top like 5 rounds. For the Chiefs, Rams, Dolphins, Vikings, like they have the Rams have 3 in the top 5. The Vikings have just one. Yeah, the Vikings just have one, but still like pretty strong pick there. And then obviously Aaron Jones like in the 6th, 7th round. And then we got the Dolphins with 3, and then the Rams with 2, 3 as well. I think I already said the Rams. And then the Chiefs have what? 5 players in the first 5 rounds? 6 players in the first 5 rounds? 6 players in the first 6 rounds. Like that's pretty incredible. Makes sense, obviously, because it's the best team in the league, pretty much. So, you know, so it just makes sense. Like those week 6 buys, like if you're gonna take week 6 guys, like you're gonna have some pretty strong capital early. So if you're gonna double up on that, just be aware. Like, okay, let me take JJ and Kelsey. Like I'm gonna be pretty weak on week 6, and week 6 is 75% advanced, so it's not that hard. But ideally, you want to be strong. So Caleb's on the table here. I'll take him after ADP if he's there. Obviously, my ranks are kind of jacked up. Like they're not even close to ADP anymore because the ranks are messed up. But it's like kind of just a guide to like see like these are the bye weeks I'm targeting: week 7, week 9, week 10, week 5. Like these are the teams I'm targeting. Just to be aware of like what I want. But I've been like kind of making sure I pay attention to ADP first. Well, if it's like a crazy value or if I'm missing anything that makes more sense. Okay, so Chase Brown is probably like I'm willing to reach on Chase Brown here too. So Devontae goes, damn it. Zeke's there too. Jerome Ford, Eckler, Sharps, Rico, Lloyd, like a lot of week 10s coming up too, unfortunately. But maybe if you take an estimate here, would be good. It seems like Lauby's gonna make the team too, so it might be worth sprinkling him in a little bit, even though I like Samir more, but I think I'll start sprinkling him in a bit. I was hoping I get Javonte there, that would have been nice, but I'm down to reach for Chase Brown a little bit if I can get him. We do have some correlation coming on here as well. It's Brown. Teal is like one of my favorite picks here, but if I don't have anything to correlate with it, yeah, I'm starting to think that as well. Like, I'm like starting to get some bad vibes, like where I'm just like, this team just is gonna like could just suck, and like I might just like want to have like there's a world where you're just like I don't want a single Saint on my team. Like I don't want anyone. Like maybe it's like okay, maybe I want an Olave, that's it. But like there's a world where just like I didn't want a single Saint, and I'm glad I didn't take Saints. So I'm starting to feel that as well. So I think I'm with you there. And the Raiders are commonly thought as like a dumpster fire, but I actually think they're going to be pretty interesting this year. I'm not saying they're going to be like amazing, but I think they're going to be like competitive enough where they'll play and they'll be motivated. And then maybe if Adam gets shipped out, then like the ancillary pieces are even more interesting. Bowers gets way more interesting with Adams gone. Trey Tucker gets more interesting. Jacoby Myers gets more interesting. Zamir, Lowry, like those guys get really interesting. And then obviously the quarterbacks are like interesting in itself. Oh my God, she's broke. I said, damn it. Okay. I mean, give me Caleb here. I'm not gonna pass on that. And then give me one of Zeke or Rico goes way later. Give me Zeke here, and then I'm fine with that. How does Zeke? Not a big Zeke guy, but yeah, I think. I mean, I'm not fading them yet, but like I'm like very tempted to just like not take like many Saints at all. I mean, I would definitely take Taysom Hill on like DraftKings or whatever, but yeah, I'm getting close to just like the Saints are. I don't like the Saints this year. Everyone thought that the Raiders last year, and they were objectively a dumpster fire, but they still ended up being fine. Trey Benson's such a bad pick in this format. But, I'll take Jerome Ford. I mean, he's not like my favorite guy, but like I'll take him. Another Week 10 guy. Doesn't really matter. It's my running back, so it doesn't make as much of a difference. Yeah, I definitely need some help at running back now. Missed out on like I don't mind what I have here, but like I feel like I missed out on a lot of tiers here. Like I missed out on Zeke there. Unfortunately, I missed out on Chase Brown, which would have been a very nice pick. I was missing out on players like barely, and it's really not ideal. But I mean, I feel like I still have two good floors right here. And then obviously I picked up like Bowers, which I feel like is kind of cheating. Where it's like maybe I picked up an elite there in like at 93, and that can like have very strong tight end room every week. So that's the trade off. It's like you can obviously not care about tight end because they're not going to help you that much. Or not going to hurt you. But they could just win you the week and get you through and advance you in an eliminator. So it's like Bowers gets me 15 points. Like that might be enough to just to separate myself from those 5-pointers that people are getting at tight end. And I might just make it through with that. So like pretty nice to get a little bit of extra points potentially from that tight end position and pay for it at a cheap cost. So I'm excited to see Bowers. I really hope he has a good year for myself, my own sake, and I like to see a new tight end emerge and everything. So yeah, like I just imagine like he's just like the next like big tight end. Like I think if anyone has a chance to do that, like it's got to be Bowers. The next like mega elite that you're drafting like the 4th round every year. Laporta obviously is there because he obviously did it already. So I wonder what this means. Like, does this mean Chubb's going to play like after week 6, or does it mean he's going to be out for a while? Like, it's hard to say. And man, these 30-second clocks are eating it, man. I'm used to these 20-second clocks now. These 30-second clocks are rough, man. I've been waiting forever. And then if I can't get a Pitbull or not Pitbull, a Bulldog on stream, I'll do a slow draft of it. But I just noticed that where like it shows you like how many. I'd never noticed that till now. Is that new? Must not be, but like it shows you like how you're weighted in terms of the colors. Like this guy's no tight end. This guy's no tight end. He has a ton of receivers, one quarterback. Like it's pretty cool. I did not notice that. Pretty cool. We should see more yellow on most teams. This guy probably has heavy running backs. So he's got. gives Pacheco, Pollard, Spears, Corum. Like for this guy, I would stop at 5 probably. Actually, I would definitely stop at 5. All right, see what we're coming up on. I've been trying to take more Hawkinson too. He seems like he might even play by like week 7, which would be pretty a big win for him at this price. So I take him when he falls quite often, honestly. Okay, so can I get Rico to fall to me? Like, just give me one thing I want. Like, give me Rico to fall, and that, if I get that, I'm like pretty happy. Again, like just okay. I was gonna say Roshan's a bug. That's kind of I mean, I'm gonna have to take like a running back that's a little bit thin, but I do have at least we have a little bit more information. Like, I don't mind taking Lauby or yeah, like I don't mind taking Lauby or Foreman's probably on the table, even though I do already have Ford. I guess I could just like, okay, give me the Browns backfield. Kind of gross though. Um, what did I want to take? I wanted to take Jordan. Okay, got that one though. So Polk goes at 139. I think I'm done at receiver realistically. So gonna chill there. I mean, Hawkinson I have taken like this contest, but like only if he falls like a lot. And I actually don't want Musgrave because I already have week 10. So oh my god, Rico fell. Thank you goodness. Okay. We got 141 makes me feel a lot better about that. In Puka training camp hype. So that feels much better. Like just that alone makes me feel a lot better. Okay, quarterbacks did go a lot faster than I thought they were. Like Baker, when did Baker go? Holy moly, where's Baker? EDP? Oh, okay, he's there. Jesus, I was about to say, bro. I was about to be a little concerned. I think Minnesota quarterback probably bad. Like both of them are not good in this, just because of just the uncertainty. The Raiders quarterbacks are good picks in this format. We need people that are going to play most of the year, if not like all year. In the Eliminator, I mean, I'm doing the Eliminator here, so like I don't really care that much, but like I feel like I do have a lot of 4 here already, so like I don't mind shooting for some ceiling. Um, because I think ceiling's still important in this contest. Because if you want to win, you still need some ceiling. So if you're really only playing for floor, you might just be screwed by the time you know week 17 comes around. Okay, Algier is a nice pick there. Not taking any more Kendra recently. Ray Davis feels like a guy that's going to get work from day one. Might be Baker time or Watson. Like maybe just reach on Watson here. Don't enjoy doing that, but I think that's probably the best pick. Yeah, I'll take Watson. And hopefully coming back, I can get a few of these other guys. Dobbins is obviously like he's interesting now for sure. But I don't think I'm gonna fall for that. Like I'm definitely gonna take more Dobbins, but I'm not gonna fall for it as if like he's gonna be some sort of like league winner. I just don't. I don't know. I'm not buying it yet, at least. Well, like I mean, he of all people, he could actually be a league winner. He ends up being the running back one on the Chargers. Like you're like printing with that dude. Like it's a little bit scary to think about. But I'm not gonna like get too scared of Dobbins of all people, just from this injury history. Like I love Dobbins. Like, I've always liked him, but shouldn't get too scared of that situation. But I will be taking more of him for sure, just because I realize like there's he's gonna go up, and then also like he could actually bury you like that. He could literally just bury you. Elijah Moore's been my lot of Madden curse. Elijah Moore has been my late lotto. Don't mind that. Mind that at all. Baker went, so I guess I'm gonna go Gino here. Not bad. And then tight end wise, definitely a lot of stuff I like here. I want to get a running back in this range, or else I'm going to be really ugly at running back. But I will. I like a lot of these guys here. Like pretty much where I stop here. Like I like all 5 of them, and hopefully I get 2 of them. 2 of these tight ends within this group. Henry's there when I pick. Gladly taking him. Gino went early. It looks like okay, so no Gino for me. I mean, I could take Rogers, I guess. Oh man, that's disgusting. Shit, I mean, okay, Henry goes. I was gonna say, give me Drake May, but I don't mind taking Drake May, even unstacked, and this isn't like as big of a deal. Probably prefer at least one stack, so maybe I do grab like another receiver late. But we could decide what we want to do here. We could go Bryce Young. I'm gonna take Chuba. Like I don't take him at all, but I think he does make sense in this build. Elijah Mitchell, I like too. Levis is there. Maybe Levis is big. No, but I actually a little bit, but I haven't taken a lot of them. I think I want to take him on Josh Allen team preferably, but I don't have a ton of him. No, I don't. I mean, just Rodgers and Conklin, I guess. I mean, that's pretty gross. But I don't hate it. Oh my God, Rodgers! Damn it, bro. That's the one thing is like these quarterbacks do go in this like a lot more frequently. Like he's not going to get the guys you want later. So Bryce Young does make a lot of sense here as my 3rd quarterback. I could go Levis. I don't have anything to stack Levis with though. So I'm just gonna punt. I'm just gonna punt my 3rd quarterback a little bit farther. Like I do have a decent core here. I'm just gonna punt it more. I'm gonna get a tight end and another running back here. Otton feels like a good pair for Bowers, and Otton just feels like the ultimate floor tight end. So I'm gonna start with Chuba Gibson. I'll take Gibson. I mean, a lot of people like Gibson. I'll take Gibson, and then I feel a little bit better about Drake May in that sense. But I am going to grab a tight end still. I should be taking more Chuba. I will say that, but I'm just not taking Chuba here. I've been taking all Brooks. Like I should at least take some Chuba shares, but talking through, I'm going to add to this overlay. I'm going to add whether that be Spike Week or Draft Caddy. I'm going to add percentages soon, so I can at least see like kind of where I'm at. Because I have an idea, so I pack or something that I'm not going to. Not an eliminator, that's for sure. But like what was I saying? I know like the things I've faded and not for the most part. Like I know I haven't taken like any Chuba. I've taken a ton of Brooks. Like I want to at least take some Chuba. So, anyways, any correlations here that make sense? Not particularly. I can just go like Tampa Bay double here. Just get Otton as well. 5 weeks are fine. I mean, I'm taking it week 12 or week 11. Like maybe tiebreak week 12 there, but like it's not that big of a deal. They're basically the same percentage to advance. Week 11 and week 12, but I think I like Otton's floor a little bit better than Conklin. But oh yeah, we definitely want Audric Estimate here. Forgot about him. Audric Estimate and then one of these Chicago back tight ends would be kind of interesting. Then I'm live for Jawan. So that actually is good that I didn't go week 12 there, so now I can still get Jawan late. And I think he's fine as well. Very fun team so far. Recap real quick. Caleb Williams, Sean Watson. This is Eliminator, so floor is definitely more meaningful, especially at the onesies. I feel like more quarterback more so than anything. But Montgomery, Singletary, Jerome Ford, Rico Dowdle, Antonio Gibson, JJ, Jeff Jefferson, Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs, Amari Cooper, Ian Allen, JSN, and then Brock Bowers, Kate Otten as tight end. I could definitely stop there if I wanted to as well. Tight end. I don't have to go more. B-Rob goes at 179. I mean, Dortch is not an awful pick too if I want to go that route as well. And they're at 180. The mighty have fallen. McMillan at 181. I like McMillan a lot still. All right. 40 minutes in. So yeah, we're gonna be like a 40 to 50-minute draft here. Nice the grind here. All right, so tight end wise, I mean Jonnu, if he's there, smashing that. If not, I take Jawan in my 17th round. I like Drake May. I think is where I might pick. If I don't get Jawan or Jonnu. Jonnu, Drake May feels good. Bryce Young unstacked is fine. Carr, I guess. I mean, Carr feels like he's going to start all season too, so I don't mind taking Carr and grabbing Jawan as the late guy. It does both make sense. Bryce Young goes, so that's unfortunate. Just these guys, like Fields, Russ. Russ maybe, or Fields on like the right team build, I guess. McCarthy on the right team build. Bo Nix just feels like Bo Nix just feels like 9 million times better than taking him. We obviously could go Bo Nix and like Dulcich could be kind of decent, I guess. Don't entirely hate that either. So we have options here. We have our favorite options and then like other options as well. So yeah, give me Jonnu here. Like that's a big tier gap there. I feel like getting Jonnu there is a big deal for me. I'll definitely take the starting job. They have a terrible O-line. It's not a huge win. Yeah, I mean, I just think like they're going to use the running backs in a good way. So I think there's going to be a winner or maybe even two winners within like that group of three guys. They're so cheap anyways. So like having two winners, even if the backfield isn't amazing, isn't like a crazy far-fetched take. But it just seems like estimates like a lock to make the team. It seems like, which is a big deal for a day 3 rookie. So like just that alone and the uncertainty in that backfield makes it worth taking him. And like he has a decent profile too. So like that's why I'm on him. I haven't been taking him a lot of them because I was kind of worried he might be just like a practice squad guy. But it seems likely he's going to at least play. So I think he's worth a pick, and he's been steaming up because of that as well. So estimate goes, unfortunately. That's fine. I'm happy to take Jonnu there. And then I really would like Drake May. Yeah, Drake May just puts his team together in a big way. So just hope that this guy leaves him alone. I think TTP, I don't think I got to worry about him. I think he's probably done at quarterback as well. This guy, good Carr. Woo! Unstack Carr. I mean, you don't need stack in this, but, ideally, you can. At least get something stacked. All right, so how are we feeling on running back? Singletary, Montgomery, Ford, Rico Dowdle, Gibson. Like, does that feel like a team that can get? Does that feel like a group that can get you 15 points a week? Two spots get 15. I mean, that's a little bit far fetched, but like 10 to 12 probably. Is that enough? I don't know for sure, but I don't know. I don't mind it. Tape sometimes. Huge Arcade fan. Gotcha. Yeah, I actually did some college stuff, so I might be talking about some more college football soon. I need to get like I really am like a noob. Like I don't know anything about college football, so I need to kind of get more experience in that sense. But I think it could be very interesting to jump into that stuff a lot more. But, all right, so Baker is definitely on the table for that. It's probably got to be a running back, right? Like I would love to take like Baker here, but I just don't need a receiver. I mean, you can make the case that I'm good at running back, but I probably should scrap one more. I just think that makes more sense. I mean, I just don't hate it. But what I could have done is like not take Jonnu and just said YOLO and take two tight ends and then go with like, and then take Baker and another running back. But I don't know. So Roshan goes. That makes it a little less interesting for me because there's not a lot I like at running back anymore. Obviously, I could take like a risky play. Is this the contest to do like a Rasheen Ali or Jawar Jordan? Like I don't think so. Like Jawar Jordan is interesting. Rushy Rennie is also interesting. Guys that could play early on. But is it? Hmm, tough take. Like it's gonna be a rookie. Like it's gonna be one of these running backs or a rookie receiver. Like regardless, this is gonna be a rookie pick for me. Before anything can happen. Yeah, I do like how like I feel like it's just like another level of intensity. Especially P Ryan, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm taking P Ryan because I don't even know where he's going to be. So estimate makes the team. Estimate makes the team. It makes more. It's likely that he gets cut, and then who knows where he's going? If he's just going to be a bench piece on another team, like I'm not into P Ryan right now. Like I said, I know you've been pounding the table for him. I'm just gonna wait. I can take P Ryan in the 18th round all day when he goes to the Cowboys or wherever he goes. Like I'm gonna take him all the time late, and I'm gonna be fine with it. So, Foreman might be my favorite pick, but I don't really like. I don't. I'm not jazzed about taking week 10, two week 10 guys. Um, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like I'm gonna do it anyways. So Prince steamed up a lot. Okay, I'll be like I'm gonna eat the two buys anyways, so I don't think I should worry about that in a sense. Oh, this is such a tough decision, bro. I'm gonna take Jawar probably. Like I like Rasheen Ali too. Well, they just have like a more crowded running back room, and obviously like you got Damian Pierce and Akers, but it's just like first of all, Mixon's not that good, and then Akers, Pierce, we know are not that good, and it's just like I'm fine to take Jawar Jordan. He's been getting some love at camp. He's like a not a pick I like in this build, but I don't. I think like if I'm picking anyone to like have a chance to crack this lineup, I'm gonna give him, and I need more running back help than receiver. So just like with the capital I spent, like I think my first like what, 6 of my first 7 picks were receivers. So like, I think I'm good. Obviously, it'll be a little bit sus week 10. Like week 10, I got Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs, and Keenan Allen still. Like as long as 3 of them are healthy, I'm good. Yeah, not. I mean, I prefer him in like a time box BBM type contest, but like I think he's like a decent pick. Backup Houston's valuable. Yeah, that's what I think too. So that's why I went with him. Obviously, it could be Damian Pierce, could be wasting that pick, whatever. Like it wasn't going to be a strong bet regardless. Like, I don't think Baker's a strong bet either. Like Baker, I don't think is going to help out for a while. Um, so I think I'm getting upside regardless, and I need upside at receiver more or running back more than receiver right now. So, anyways, let me pull up that team real quick for you guys, and then we'll call it a day. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah, he's gotten some camp love, and they've signed Cam Akers. So that just makes me think that Pierce is probably not the guy potentially. So yeah, he did. He did. He did. I would say he's probably like 70-30 that it's Pierce, but like just that 30% chance that it could be like Jawar Jordan or something could be like insanely valuable at low ownership. And like I said, not a optimal pick to take in like something like the Eliminator. So not necessarily do as I say, not as I do. But I think I mean you can get away with that in that kind of build. Like I had a luxury pick essentially, and there was like nothing jumping off the table. Like if I was like staring at Estime there, I'm taking him like 100% of the time. I'm staring at like Roshan or Khalil Herbert. I'm taking him 100% of the time as well. Like, but there's just nothing there jumping off the page. So yeah. Anyway, so all right. So 17 entries in this So we went Caleb Williams, Sean Watson, Drake May. A little bit. I mean, I'll say like quarterback wise, it's not my favorite either because I think I'm very susceptible to like Sean Watson had a bad game, big surprise. Caleb Williams had, DeAndre Swift scored 3 touchdowns, and like this team is dead in week 1. Like it definitely can happen, but like I think as soon as Drake May gets started, like this team should be cooking at quarterback. Definitely don't feel great about it. Like I love taking like Herbert or like T Law there way more than Caleb, but I mean they should air it out. So it is what it is. So got a little bit of a zero RB team. Got Montgomery, Singletary, Ford, Rico Dowdle, Antonio Gibson, Jawar Jordan as a little dart throw. And we got JJ, Mike Evans, Diggs, Cooper, Allen, JSN at receiver, Brock Bowers, K. Dodd, and Jonathan Smith. Feel really good about the tight end room. I think that I'm going to get some strong points every week to give me a little bit of juice on my team there. Even if I like fall behind at running back, I can get some extra juice at tight end. Got Rick really took care of you guys showing up. Yeah, a ton of new guys coming up. Definitely a good time to draft, and not easy to get your quarterback stacked up. So maybe even be willing to grab them at ADP a little more than you would before. But yeah, fun team eliminator contest. Hopefully, I can make this one through. I think this is going to be really fun. Like, I think weekly I'll talk about my teams and like go through like maybe. I mean, I'm not going to do a ton of weekly winners, but I will do some. And I'll probably talk through like, hey, here's my eliminators this week. Here's my battle royale. Here's my weekly winners. Here's how I'm doing. How many teams I've lost in the eliminator. How many teams I have left. I think it'd be really fun to talk about that. Rank one of the worst O lines. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Hopefully Drake May can dump it off to the running back a lot. Drake May has like rushing upside, so I'm really excited for that. Like his rushing upside could be very undervalued once he gets going. And then obviously like the rising tide lifts all boats. Like if the Patriots are like bad and then like May comes in and provides like the spark, like that could be. We've seen it a million times before where the backup comes in and sparks up the team. Like that's all you need out of Drake May. So hoping that he does that this year. Love Brissett too, but like I just want Drake May to come in and just like, do some fun stuff. And I want to see them. I want to see the Pats show promise. They haven't done that in a while. So, but yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. If you guys are new, make sure to sub. 54 out of 100 subs to my goal. We hit our 50 sub goal a little bit ago, so appreciate that. Happy July, almost August, man. We're almost 1 month to the season's going to start. It's going to be insane. Expect to see a lot of Eliminator content coming in because I might try to max it. I don't know if I'm going to get to it, but I'm going to try to get to like 50, maybe 100 entries. So I'm going to be doing a lot of that on and off stream. But yeah, single entry contest coming in once that is available. Hopefully I can get in that soon. And then obviously we got some BBMs to go, but mostly we're going to do a lot of eliminators with some friends. Going to do a sprint or two with some friends or by myself as well. And then we'll do some FFPC contests and stuff like that as we go forward. Maybe some DK and other stuff like that. But, yeah, mostly on Underdog. Underdog's my favorite platform. Been enjoying it a lot. But I'd like to see weekly winners. Yeah, I'm down. I'll do weekly winners maybe sometime next week. I'll probably do weekly winners. That's a good idea. I'll put it in my notes here. Let's get weekly winners going. And I did watch a video from Pete about it's like a guy that does like a lot of data, and he has some really, really good data on weekly winners. So I'm gonna use some of that information and knowledge to my advantage. But yeah, good luck to you too, man. Appreciate you hanging out. Always appreciate your support, Christopher. Have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. And yeah, see you guys next time. Peace out. And I'll catch you guys later. Let's get this outro going. Yeah. Fun stuff. Fun team, Eliminator, and weekly winners coming up soon. And yeah, tons of stuff. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Funny Valley Fantasy out. And we'll see you guys next time. And have some ideas, a little bit of a sneak peek of some maybe rebrand ideas or some ideas of like some really fun like show names and show like ideas. I think are exciting. So anyways, see you guys next time, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good rest of your weekend. Peace out.